Well, today we may explore, well, friends, today we may explore the correlation between biological needs, biological adaptability, potency, and our social construct. Social construct is the total system of norms and rules that society imposes on us, or that's how we are trained at home or at school. Now, primarily today, we will focus on polygamous nature of human beings, and we will understand the gender roles in this, and also the science of biology, the real underlying principles of biology behind this social behavior. Now, as we all know, as we all encounter, set aside bookish theories, we all encounter men and women who tend to have different sexual appeal to us. Not everybody meets our taste, and also, not everybody is as good looking or as appealing in general. Somebody may have a very good health, but not so good looking face. Somebody may be having a very good looking face, but they may not have uh, an ideal body. Hmm. Now, what is an ideal body? And let's talk about body count. You see, the mentality, the cognitive abilities of men and women are quite opposite, and this correlates with their biological behavior. You know why? Because for men, body count is a matter of pride. Why, I tell you? This goes against the society norms which have been taught to us. This is because since hunting ages, since men were still dwelling in caves or in the jungles, when we did not have a civilized society, so called civilized society, in which we stay now, sitting at desks, operating computers, and wearing suits. Back in those days, body count did not necessarily mean how many females a man has slept with. Body count rather meant how many heads he has chopped off of animals or other men. So, the grandeur, the power, the masculinity of a man comes from how many bodies he has pinned down, be that in a romantic or physiological involvement with a woman, or be it for fun or for establishing control and hunting. So, for a man, it is very easy to impregnate millions of women in his lifetime, starting from 12 or 14, 15 years of age till 60, 65. He can impregnate without using any artificial tools of IVF, lakhs of women. Okay? But it is not possible for a woman to actually beget children more than 20 or 25. It is quite rare because her reproductive span is very, very less. And with each reproduction of a child, her abilities go down. Deep inside, instinctively, Every woman knows this. Now, most women, most modern day women, would challenge what I am saying because they are ambitious, they are careerist, and they do not want to acknowledge the fact that a biological clock is ticking inside them. That clock keeps on telling them, when are you going to have your kid? When are you going to have your first kid? The biological clock doesn't tell her, when are you going to have 10 kids? The thing is, the purpose of life of a man is reproduction. Society has told us that patriarchal system bestowed the role of reproductivity on a woman, as if society expects that women have the only job of reproduction. No, you have to understand these subtleties. Women are only a tool for reproduction. Women cannot regenerate, reproduce themselves until a man gives them his seeds. The life purpose of a woman is caregiving, nourishment, nurturing. The life purpose of a man is to germinate as many seeds, disperse as many seeds as he can to many and many women. That is why it gets essential for a woman to cling on to his man, to her man, because usually men have this fervor of forgetting or leaving a woman after physical involvement because he knows he can move on to any number of women during his lifespan and he doesn't have the biological urge or need to take care of his children. A man is the disciplinary authority. A woman is the caregiver, the nourishment giver, okay, the nurturer. A woman cannot produce hundreds, forget millions of children. A man can do that. That is why his basic nature is to move on from one woman to another. That is why men are more polygamous. And now, with every encounter with a woman, the ability of a man improves. If he is otherwise living a healthy lifestyle, if he is eating healthy, having a decent amount of exercise, and is otherwise biologically potent, his ability increases. At least it doesn't get diminished. But with every production of a child, the biological apparatus of a woman degrades. After begetting 10 children, which today's women can't even think of, after begetting 10, 12, 15 children, it is not so easy for a woman to go on, to keep on producing more and more children. But it is very, very easy for a man to sleep with 4 women in a day and impregnate all of them. So it is not binding for a man to hook on to one woman and provide nourishment and care to the woman and the children. The animal inside him tells him, go on, move on to other women. Moreover, the number of seeds a man produces versus the number of seeds a woman produces is heaven and hell different. Because a man produces millions and billions of seeds, he doesn't have value for that. He doesn't have value. He has value for his biological tools, apparatus, his reproductive organs. You ask a man to chop off his reproductive organs, that he will not be comfortable with that. But if you tell a man that you have to sell your biological fluids, he won't feel the need because he knows that he can produce seeds anytime and for a huge lifespan of 40 years or more. Okay, 40 to 50 years of his lifespan, he can remain productive. So the biological clock which ticks inside the head of a woman doesn't tick inside the head of a man. For a man, it is very much claustrophobic to settle down with a woman, to not live a free life. For a woman, it is utmost necessary to settle down with a man or ensure that the that she needs to provide to her children must be well sorted. I'm not saying that she has to depend on a man's money, but deep inside, every woman will say that it is better for them if there was a helping hand in the form of a husband, a father, than taking care of the children alone. For a man, this is a liability, this is an additional responsibility. So far as caregiving is concerned, that is not an area of responsibility which men enjoy. Responsibility for men comes in the areas of hunting, proving his strength. Okay, the advertisements of men changing diapers of children or attending all kinds of household chores, these things don't actually fit in with the mentality of men. Even though society may be taming men in that way, that reduces apparent apparent falling down, apparent deconstruction of the society, because the social system may remain upright for some time apparently, but if a man feels deep inside that he is not in his element, then it doesn't work like that. So let us now ponder upon one more point, that is, um, for a woman, especially today's women, who know that it is quite hard for them to beget two or more than two children, forget 10, 15, 20. So it is best for them to use their uh, abilities, their prowess to hit a jackpot, hit the jackpot. If we also acknowledge the Darwinian theory of natural selection, then women care about a man's ability to provide her resources than her looks, than his looks. You know why? Women prefer um, women prefer a well-built man, somebody with a deep voice, with a broader shoulder and structure, because that ensures that she is getting healthy seeds, so that her burden, her share of providing extra care to the children gets reduced. If she accepts seeds from an unhealthy man and that leads on to reproduction of unhealthy children, then her share of providing care and nourishment to the children will increase. A strong man who is able to fight other monsters and provide care to her, that is the best bet for a woman. And that is, like, you like it or not, a bottle of soda. Once you open the lid, the whiz and cheese is all gone. Then all that remains is water. So, for a woman, body count is a matter of shame. For a man, body count is a matter of pride, because with each and every body count, and if the body counts are successful, I mean, if the woman, if every other woman that he is sleeping with is able to produce children, then his seeds are spreading far and For a woman, it is just the opposite. The more and more children she is begetting, her biological apparatus, the efficiency of that is going down. Okay? That means now the field has produced enough harvest. So even if you throw seeds in the field, it will not produce healthy crops anymore. This is one of the best explanations, the biological reason behind our social thinking. Whosoever may say that women have the freedom to sleep with thousand men, yeah, go ahead, do it, no problem. But what happens is that your value decreases. And this also happens for a man. The funny thing is, up to a certain limit, body count may be a matter of pride for men. Okay? But beyond a certain point, what happens is that how women think versus how men think. Men want what others have, and he doesn't have. Women want what others don't have, but only she has. So, a woman would go for a man who has already not been involved with any other women or has proved to be a father of one or two children, either is a divorcee or his wife somehow expired or something, is well established in his late 30s or early 40s. That man has proved his potency. That man has proved that he is able to provide resources and take care of himself and the woman and the children. So that man is the best bet. Hmm. And if he's still young and reproductive, that man is a far better bet for a woman. Now, so social norms may have blocked the thinking of a woman by that she will not admit this. She will say, no, 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 I am a virgin, so I'll also want a virgin boy. But deep inside, she knows that a 20-year-old, 25-year-old young lad may not be able to fight monsters for her or take a strong stand as a 40-year-old man can. But due to social pressure, she may not accept it. So, a man who has an extensive body count, too much, any new woman would feel this man has been available to so many women. So many women have tasted this man, tested and tasted this man. So, what's new for me in this man? Why should I go for him? He's a philanderer, a womanizer. What's in it for me? He is not now, this man is not able to provide her anything special. Always remember that a woman, the purpose of a woman is to give care, give nourishment. For that, she needs uh, an area where she can thrive. She needs a peaceful atmosphere. That is why it is prudent, it is imposed on men to take care of women so that they can in turn further take care of the society, of the children, of the family, etc. If a man cannot provide his woman the basic premise to further provide nourishment and care, then that man has failed for the woman. Okay? The man should not go at war with his woman. He will go at war with the whole world to bring peace to his home. By peace, it means all the resources that a woman needs to multiply the net effect of the resources into care and nourishment. Okay? So, women need love to give love, to further reproduce that love. They need a constant constant feeding of love and care so that they can multiply that love and care and give it, distribute it to the other members of the family, which in turn comes back to the man as a minuscule part. But if the man is not able to provide her with the basic necessities or luxuries or amenities, then the woman will not be in a condition to multiply or increase her true nature of care and nourishment. That is why the woman then feels claustrophobic. But most often, women don't understand that for a man to do this, he must be set free. Set free not in the sense to go ahead and sleep with 10 other women. Set free to live, to enjoy his freedom. Once a man feels free, he will do everything that is asked from him, especially for any kind of provisions and responsibilities. But if a man is only bogged down with responsibilities and has no freedom, then very soon he will turn into an irresponsible man. Very soon. And if a woman is given only freedom and no responsibilities, then the woman will just cut loose from everything. Women cannot handle freedom as well as men can do. Their understanding of freedom and their handling of freedom are quite different. Women have been fighting for freedom, but after they have got their freedom, they are still at a loss. Look at the society. Majority of women who are self-proclaimed independent and free, ask them, they are living a miserable life. Most of them. I'm not saying everything is generalized to each and every person, but most of them. Because the periphery, the working domain of a woman, is that she will hit the jackpot once when the soda bottle opens. She will lose her virginity for a high price. And for a man, he can sell his virginity even for free. It doesn't matter. It just doesn't matter. Because he knows that he can produce more and more and more, and it will continue for a fairly long span of his life. So, the concept of social pressure, social norms, and the actual cognitive aspects which develop from, which are rooted deep in our biological construct, the social and biological constructs are not always in tune. That is why, I mean, in this video, I am clearly refuting the fact that women have been depicted as tools for reproduction, or that it has been set down by society that women, the purpose of women is reproduction. No, the purpose of women is not reproduction. The purpose of women is caregiving, nourishment. You give them anything, they will multiply it. The sole purpose of a man is reproduction. And to do that, to ensure that, he will do all other things. That is why uh, physical involvement with a woman is the end goal of a man. You ask a man that I will take away your biological abilities, your performance abilities, your potency, and I'll give you gold, I'll give you money. He will not be happy with that. You tell a woman that I'll take away your biological apparatus, suppose be it tubectomy, be it operation of uterus, whatever it is, or simply that you will not be able to produce children, but I'll achieve everything else, with which she will be happy with dogs, she will be happy with flowers, and a lot of things. Anything that amplifies her true nature of being a nourisher, a nurturer. But if you tell a man that you will not be able to use your biological apparatus, but you can enjoy your cold coffee, flowers, dogs, no, he will not be happy. Because men want to play football, brawl with other men, just to show that he is in control, that his DNA, his seeds are superior to others. It is always biology that's sticking inside the man's head. Everything for a man is physical, his expression and his thought process. Everything is biological and physical. For a woman, things are far more transcendental, above the physical mundane levels. Think about it.